Hello and welcome to our channel. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you're new here, please give us a like and show us support by subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Springtime, when a family's thoughts turn to buying a house, squaring children on spring break, or perhaps taking that long-awaited trip overseas. In other words, it's often when many people spend money, whether it's the temperature, the extra hour of sunlight, or the impending start of the baseball season, to feel good about life. Unfortunately, that's the perfect formula for not making sensible financial decisions, failing to do careful homework, not looking at the small print, and becoming a prime target for a plucking. So while it may be a good time for lots of potential delights, especially partial to baseball, it's imperative that before leaping forward to daylight savings time, you also take one step back, hide your wallet, and ask the financial questions that may save hundreds of thousands of dollars in payments from those very people who you are counting on to help bring a sunlight-induced dream to reality. Although they want us to think that banks are looking out for us, they're not always as transparent as we would like them to be. Many aspects of banking are not widely known and deliberately are not advertised. Many unsuspecting customers are not likely to be aware of these secrets. Explaining what the banks do not want you to know may shatter the public's entrenched assumptions about money and banking. What the general public believes it knows about money and banking is largely based upon a collection of canards gleaned from TV, radio, newspapers, and their own personal, casual experiences. Every day, your haste becomes their basis for some extra money here and there to flow from your pockets to their asset sheets. They ask for lots of information, and you just want to get to your loan, mortgage, or equity line of credit. Thus, to make your spring financial fling as free from drama and bank fees as possible, here are the top 9 things banks don't want you to know. Banks make mistakes daily on inaccurately calculating interest in both loans and deposits. They rarely catch their own mistakes, so it is up to you to check your statements for such errors. Borrowers need to do the majority of the work to get the best deal possible. If a borrower leaves the work to the bank, they will likely pay higher fees and rates. So it is always best to do the most of the work yourself if you don't want to pay those amounts. All rates and fees are negotiable. The broader the full banking relationship, the higher probability of getting those fees waived. So make sure you do your research before going into the bank. When you receive money via direct deposit from a company or the government, it is sent through an electronic network or automated clearinghouse (ACH). Some banks, however, categorize those payments and all other bank transfers, or PayPal, or other means as PPD, or prearranged payment and deposits. If this is the case with your bank, when you check your bank statements and it says PPD next to your deposit, this will fulfill the requirement for direct deposit, waiving your monthly fee. Online banking is not as safe as it appears. Over 70% of banks found web design security flaws within their online infrastructure. So make sure you do your research before putting your info out there and typing in your bank account number to the website. Never use an ATM overseas. The highest occurrence of identity theft is reported in foreign territories. It is best to bring cash when you're traveling, or just walk into a bank and get your money from the bank directly and not from an ATM machine. Every time you swipe a debit or credit card, the bank is making money by charging the merchant certain fees. This is something you probably didn't know, but it makes a difference on your overall bank account. Promotional credit card offers typically want you to spend a certain amount within a time frame. Although it may be a great deal for you, the bank is actually doing that for its own benefit. The more you spend by swiping your card, the quicker the banks make their money back from the fees. Banks are counting on the fact that once you've racked up the $1,000, you won't be able to pay it off in 1 month, so you will be paying them interest. Be aware of what's known as cross default. Missing a car payment on one account could create a domino effect and allow the same bank to charge you higher interest on your mortgage or student loans. You should avoid opening a bank credit card that has this clause in its agreement. Before getting this card, make sure you get the information from the bank and read the contract, even the fine letters in the bottom. Banking terms and conditions can be confusing, overwhelming, and inconsistent. In 2019, 94.6% of US households, or 124.2 million people, had at least a checking or savings account, and 72.5% had a bank credit card or personal loan. Since banks are a vital part of our lives, it's essential to understand how they work so you can make better choices with your money. Unfortunately, there are some things banks don't want you to know, like how hidden fees or sticking with a low-interest savings account could make it harder for you and your money to work for you. Not understanding how your bank accounts work may be costing you in terms of fees and lost interest earnings over the course of your life. Do your research, make sure you understand all of the account details, and ask questions so you know the facts going in. And with current recession on the way, here are some more tips on how to save money and what to look out for when going into the bank. Fight inflation with a recession-resistant investment. Investing in art doesn't have to cost millions. From lovers of Picasso to Banksy to Warhol, anyone can start adding art to their investment portfolio with as little as $20. Seeing as art is not affected by how financial markets are performing, it's an investment that offers stability and may even be a better place to keep your money than a bank. Find cheaper car insurance. It's easy to set and forget your insurance bills, but premiums change all the time. Experts say you need to shop around every 6 months to ensure you are still getting the best deal. And those were some of the things banks don't want you to know. Banks are not evil in themselves, but they work for themselves. And so it's understandable they won't tell you all of the details when you go in if you don't ask them directly. That was today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something interesting. Comment down below what you liked the most about this video and suggest any topics that you would like to hear about in future videos. To show us support, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video.